This is Government House News You Can Use, a weekly report on what the government of the Virgin Islands is doing on behalf of the territory and all the residents of our community. Government House announced this week that the Public Finance Authority closed last week with First Bank on the $100 million line of credit, which will be used to further the territory's recovery efforts pending reimbursements from federal partners. The same day, the PFA used $45 million to repay the money used from the general fund to settle the debt between the VI Water and Power Authority and Vitol for the acquisition of some of the liquid propane gas assets. WAPA, with the assistance and support of the government of the Virgin Islands, is in the process of applying to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for federal funding that will be used to reimburse the $45 million taken from the government's line of credit by August. I want to thank the 35th Legislature for approving this line of credit, Governor Bryant said. With the acquisition of the LPG assets, WAPA will have more control of the fuel supply and management of fuel costs, which will eliminate substantial debt so the utility can better focus on executing its strategic priorities. Governor Bryant announced that he signed an agreement during the Office of Health Information Technology's Digital Health Summit with CRISP Shared Services to participate in a pilot program that will lay the foundation for a health information exchange in the territory. CRISP Shared Services, a nationally recognized leader in the exchange and delivery of actionable, secure, and trusted health data, will operate the program using federal funds from a number of federal health agencies. The pilot establishes the initial phase of the territory's health information exchange, which will enable the instant sharing of health information among doctors' offices, hospitals, federally qualified health centers, Department of Human Services Medicaid Division, Department of Health clinics, labs, radiology, identified community-based organizations, and other healthcare entities. This letter of intent helps us finally test our ability to connect the healthcare and services-related data collected by our government to ensure the proper identification and efficient delivery of services and enhance our care to Virgin Island residents, Governor Bryant said. It will provide healthcare professionals, agencies, and community organizations with key information to help them make quicker decisions and provide better treatments, resulting in more timely care and more positive outcomes with less burden to the patients, the governor said. Governor Bryant had initial discussions about CRISP while meeting in Washington, D.C. in February with D.C. Deputy Mayor of Health and Human Services and Director of the Department of Healthcare, Wayne Turnage, and other officials of the district's public health agencies. In a surprise announcement Tuesday, during a commencement ceremony at Government House for 11 inmates who earned high school diplomas and trade certifications, Governor Bryant commuted the life sentence of Felix S. Perez, 72, who has served 37 years for murder. While incarcerated at John A. Bell Adult Correctional Facility on St. Croix, Perez had devoted himself to his faith, participating in Bible studies and mentoring fellow inmates. I believe in second chances, Governor Bryant said before calling Mr. Perez to the podium.
By the power vested in me as governor of the Virgin Islands, we're going to commute your life sentence, and you'll be a free man tomorrow.
Governor Bryant also commuted the sentences of 2 other inmates who have committed themselves to self-reform and have served as role models for other inmates, according to the governor's executive orders. Ellison F. George, 66, has served 45 years of a life sentence for a murder conviction and was being housed at the Keene Mountain Correctional Center in Oakwood, Virginia. And he has been actively involved in counseling fellow inmates on crime prevention strategies and ways to avoid recidivism after their release from prison. Stefan Hyacinth, 38, served 12 years of a 15-year sentence for first-degree assault while being held at the John A. Bell Adult Correctional Facility on St. Croix, where he had gained certificates of accomplishment, was in numerous rehabilitation programs, and participated in community service programs with various governmental agencies.
Today is a day that I really feel honored as a governor to be able to have the ability to allow somebody to get a second chance at their life.
And don't miss Administrator's Corner, Wednesday, June 28th at 9 a.m. on 107.9 The Vibe. The next Government House press briefing is scheduled for Monday, June 26th at 1 p.m.